While in the second of this two-part series on my roll-around cart, we'll concentrate on putting on the wheels, laminating the top. I'm going to use a piece of plywood and particle board, and we'll put those together. Then we'll put the edge banding around the top, and then finally we'll coat the whole thing in a couple coats of shellac. So let's start with the wheels. And while I have the shop cart up on my table, it's easier to get to, I'll put on the wheels to make it a rolling shop cart. And I'm just spacing them out. Piece of wood there, and another one on top. And then mark the spots and pre-drilling. I also put the blocks here. I screwed and glued those on to fit the casters. And I'm using 1.25" lag nuts. And for the front two casters, I put the locking wheel on. The bottom ones, I didn't, just regular casters. For the top of the cart, I'm going to glue together two pieces. The bottom piece is going to be 3/4 inch ply that I had around. And the top piece is going to be a sheet of 3/4 MDF. And I'm going to use Titebond 3 based on Project Farm's website comparing different wood glues. So let's get going with that. And as you might notice, I've got my best Sunday tablecloth on the table, on my assembly table, so I don't get glue on my table. By the way, my spreader was some kind of advertisement, big plastic card, and I just cut with some pinking shear scissors, notches in there. Seemed to work all right. Now, dry fitting it, I made sure at least one edge was squared up, this edge, and then the plywood piece is just a little bit oversized, and I'll square that up when we're done here. Well, there we go. Best use I got out of those weights in a long time. So now we just wait. I pulled the clamps and the weights off. Seems all glued up. Now I'll flush trim the edges. With my two pieces now laminated together for the top, I'm going to route dados in the underside so my uprights can go in there, and that's how I'll attach the top to the cart. Let's see if I measured right. Look at that. Wow. Locked out. Well, next up is to put some edge banding around the top. And in the quest to use just what I have here in the garage, I had 3 of these boards, if you will, that were on some sort of bookcase that somebody was throwing out. And I cut one of them down already. Turned out to be pretty decent. And I'll use this as the edging around my roll around cart. With the front and back edging just clamped in place, I went ahead and cut 2 side pieces. So what I'm going to do now, glue those up and use the pin nailer to hold them in place. Give myself another set of hands to help glue this up. What I did, I just clamped a couple pieces of scrap to the underside of the cart, brought it up to the level I needed. And then that'll help hold it while I glue it and clamp it down. Another set of hands. Well, I just finished my roll around shop cart. And now for the finish on the top. The top is 1/2-inch particle board on a 3/4 inch plywood base. And I was going to use shellac for both the top and my side edging. You could use a roller. Yeah, I'm just using a brush because there's not that much of an area to cover. I'll give that a few minutes to dry. We'll come back, see if it needs a light sanding, and put the second coat on. Well, it's been 35 minutes and it's dry. And it's just a little rough. So what we'll do, take a paper bag. Oh yeah. That smooths it right out. Good thing I saved an old lunch bag. So we'll put the second coat on, but I'll just come back and show you that after it's done. Well, there you have it. My version of a roll-around shop coat. I managed to use just all the material I had in the shop. Well, actually in my garage. So we got a couple cabinets down here, a couple raw shelves, full extension. I used some European hinges. First time using those. I managed to get it to the same height as my current assembly table, odd feet table, and for my saw. So that'll all work out. But the only thing I had to buy was the shellac for the top coat of the particle board. Well, thanks for watching, and I'll see you on my next project. And for the finish, I'm going to put on a coat of shellac. Clear shellac. Actually, I'll put in about 3 coats. Easy to apply. First coat will really suck into the wood.